welcome back for another weekly vlog. For those of you that are new here, my name is Kristen Langford and I am a pre-K teacher in Florida. This week's vlog is Farm Week and we actually opened up our dramatic play farm as well, so I'm excited to show you that. It's all put together and the kids have already started playing and they're loving it. It also like spices things up a little bit when you switch it. You know, they love all of them, but anything gets a little boring after a while. So super fun there. We also had Halloween yesterday, so I am on my second cup of coffee for the day and probably need more than that, but that's okay. The kids are overall behavior-wise, they're being okay. They either have like a ton of energy or they're super tired, so there's no in between. So hopefully everybody naps today. That's what we're hoping for. It is my lunch break. I tried to record yesterday, but Halloween at school was crazy. I will add this cute little picture here. We were all the bumblebees. We finalized it. I covered all their faces. And then this is me, Miss Whitney, and Miss Sam as beekeepers. It worked out really well. The kids had a blast. They got to go through our office, and it wasn't just like a regular trick-or-treat. I mean, the office staff, they all made like just fancy trick-or-treat bags and goodie bags and all kinds of cool stuff. So their little beehive bags were packed full. And then we also got to travel up the stairs and go to the media center, which stairs and pre-K, lots of fun. And then we came back down and we went to the music room and then we came back to class and we watched the Mickey Mouse movie to kind of like decompress a little bit, and we survived. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the math centers for this week, which are very simple for Farm Week, and then I'll probably get back on later to show you some other things as well as that farm. I gotta show you the farm. Okay, so for our math, this is week 3 of counting 1 to 20. So we just put like a new counting to 20 song that we do each day. And then the main goal is patterns. So this week the patterning is A, B, C. So we're working on 3 colors. The past 2 weeks we did 2 colors. And other than that, it's like all the same. On the carpet, you know, we go boy, girl, puppet, boy, girl, puppet. And then I have like little circles that we are filling in the blank and finding the mistake, things like that each day, whole group. Then small group for me, got my trusted little cubes here. They've been working great. So with my higher kids today, I had them because we didn't do small group on Monday because it was wild. So we're kind of a day behind, but we'll do a small group on Friday, even though normally we wouldn't. So that's how we'll catch up. Then I had them pick 3 colors and just start building, and they did great with that. So then I decided to see if they could make their own mistake in the pattern and then each other tell the person like where the mistake was. And only one of them out of that group was able to do it. The other ones just started like doing like a rainbow color. So we had to teach them like, okay, well, if you're gonna make a mistake, you still have to have your pattern to start, like your 3 colors and your 3 colors, so that people can learn what the pattern is. Otherwise that just looks like a bunch of mistakes. So anyways, ABC patterns with the cubes with the rest of the group. Miss Whitney is doing a color by shape review, which I like to do this every once in a while if it goes with our theme. I mean, it doesn't hurt to review some skills that we're not really quite learning at the time, and that's okay. So it just has some shapes on there, and then they're coloring a little tractor. It is from Tools for Busy Hands. I'll see if I can link that for you guys. And then Miss Sam has these barn clip arts with the numbers. And then we have these cute little piggies, and they had to put that many piggies inside of the barn to match the number. And then there's also, I don't know where that came from. If I find it, I'll also link it. This one doesn't look like this one is labeled either, but it has numbers, and then it has pictures of animals for the farm, and they just match the card. Little review week for Farm Week. And then computer, as always. So that is it for our math. Next week will be our last week of patterns, and then we'll be able to move on to like the next unit, which I don't even know what it is, but we only have this week and then next week and 1 more week, and then it's Thanksgiving break. So I feel like this part of the year is about to start flying. I'm already working on sending out my email for our Friendsgiving feast that we do in class. We do that the Wednesday before break. So I'm working on that. And then also we have a holiday performance that I have to send out an email for. So lots of behind the scenes things going on. Let me show you the farm and then I'll get back on here later. All right, we're still, you know, working on one last thing. This is a little barn with doors, and the plan is, we saw this on Pinterest, to use paper towel and toilet paper holders like the inside, the brown part, to kind of like make a maze. And then we'll have like hay down here. And so they take their little egg and they get to like drop it in. Cute. Here is the farm. We still have our hay barrels. I don't think they're really a part of it, but we don't have anywhere to put them yet. So we have our cute little barn entrance. We have our open and closed signs, and then our pay here signs. So in the past ones, we've had our paying stuff back there, and we feel like this is kind of better because it's like entering the store maybe, and then they can get all the vegetables from the back. We kept out a lot of our dress up things because they love to dress up, and it's just fun. Back here, we have the money, and then we have a customer order form and some markers. So we modeled for them today, like me being the customer, and I walked up and I had some money already, and then Miss Sam was the farm owner, and so she said, here's an order form, what can I get for you? And I marked like 1 carrot and 2 broccoli and whatever, and then Miss Sam used the little wagon, and she went around and she found the things that I wanted and then brought it back, and I paid. So just like to show them how to play it. In here, we still kept out some of these toys. Clearly it's a little messy from earlier. So if they want to do that, like eat some of the vegetables, that's okay too. But in the beginning, they kind of are really interested in what's new. So we have some carrot seeds, lettuce seeds, and tomato seeds. And the seeds cost $6 on here. They're not adding or anything, but it's still just fun for them to say, oh, $1 for the egg. Broccoli, carrots, peppers, and tomatoes. We only put out our veggies and fruits to make it more like a market. Put out some apples again. Then we have our duck pond back here with our corn still there because it's very farm-like. And we just have some ducks in here. We were gonna put like a sensory type bin, but we have a couple friends that would make a really big mess with that, so it is what it is, that's fine. And then this one is super cute. This is the veggie garden, and so we just cut these out, laminated them, put them on popsicle sticks, and you can pull them out of the box and then push them back in. And then the bulletin board for our chicken coop, it's going to go here. The vegetable garden will go over a little bit once we get it finished. And then the tractor rides are $3. And then cute little chicken there. We also have our sign, Farmers Market, and the front of the tractor for you guys to see. So it turned out super cute. The kids love it. They keep saying, I'm gonna go to the farm today. I'm gonna go to the farm today. All of those digital products, I will link it down below like my other ones. I have the apple orchard, the pumpkin patch, and then now the farm. And yeah, in December, I think we're doing a cookie shop and hot chocolate. I think, I don't know. We need to start looking at that because I know Target Dollar Spot probably has some great things right now. Okay, the kids are coming back and we are going to survive the day after Halloween. Hello, happy Wednesday. I only have a few minutes to get on here today. I am leaving early. My daughter has an appointment, but we have time to get through cooking. I went ahead and set everything up and I'm just gonna show you how it looks set up. I do still have to get the crayons out, but I'll get that in a minute. And then we're gonna get started and then I'll be back on here on Thursday to give you some more details about our farm week. This week is letter C, so we're making my favorite, chocolate chip cookies. We're doing it real easy though, with just the bag mix, so let me show you. All right, so I think I've showed you this slide before. I just took a screenshot of my cookbook product and I put it on here, and then we have the feature where we can click this button and it takes a picture of the screen, and then down here we can use colors and things like that to draw on it. So what I'll do is I will model with them how to make it, like reading the directions. We put the mix in first, then the butter, crack the eggs, mix it all up, and then I'll give it to Miss Whitney and Miss Sam, and they will start putting it in the oven and stuff. And while they're getting that in the oven, I will go over like what color we should color these things. I'll trace my letters. We'll talk about what letters are in there, what color I should color the butter, the egg, yada yada. Then they'll go to their seat. They have them already set up, so they'll do the same paper, and while they're waiting for them to cook. Once they cook, then we have the plates already over there. We'll just pass out the plates. We'll eat it, and then we will flip it over and do the other side of if we like it and what it looks like and things like that. Chocolate chip cookie is definitely a fan favorite. Hello, happy Friday. It is a busy one already. I have not even finished up this video as per usual. I mean, what do we expect? But we did have on Monday, because it was Halloween, we didn't get to all of our small groups. So on Friday, today, we are doing our like whole group lesson that we usually do on Friday plus small group. So we are really fitting it in. The kids are outside right now. We're only about 10 minutes behind schedule, which is actually pretty impressive since we had to do a whole group math activity as well as a small group activity. So I'm gonna show you what we did for our whole group activity since it's already out on the table. And then I will show you our small group for literacy and maybe chat through any of the other things we had going on this week to wrap up this video. I literally have no idea what I'm gonna talk to you guys about for Tuesday Talk. So if I come up with something, I will record that today. If not, it might be another missed week. Sorry. All right, so for our whole group math activity each Friday, we've been doing this pattern book. So the front cover just has their name. I made this on PowerPoint, really easy, just cut out the strips. The first week we learned AB patterns, and so we just made an AB pattern. And then the second week we learned AAB. And then this week we've been learning ABC, so we made that. And we just get these little circle cutouts from our machine. You could do something easier if circles are kind of like, you don't want to hand cut those. If you had to hand cut, you could just do squares. We put out the 3 colors and then they got to make their own ABC pattern, whatever order. So like he did red, green, red, pink, but then this friend did green, pink, red. And it's fine as long as they repeat it. And then next week is our last week of patterns, so we will do a AABC. And we actually have quite a few students absent today, so we ended up putting them all at these 2 tables, and we gave this table green, pink, red, and this table yellow, purple, orange, and so they could pick it out. Another thing today, Miss Sam literally just walked out of here. She decided Fun Friday. We also don't have that many kids, so it's a good day to start painting. She just made these little boards with squiggles, and we're gonna introduce using these painting cups. I heard this trick, I think on TikTok, to put Ziploc bags inside of it. That way you just zip it up and the paint can stay, and you also can not have to wash them every time. So we just put orange in the black and purple in the white, because we don't really want to use black and white, and that's fine. And then we'll put the little paintbrushes in there. So that'll be a fun art center. It is show and share day, so we have all of our bags over here. Letter C this week. So we have, oh, cute, a little Cinderella. I'm trying to see if there's anything else cool in some of these. Cookies, Chase, a crayon. We've got some corn in here. It's hard to see. Oh boy, hard to really get in this with one hand. Corn, what else? A car. Lots of cool stuff that we'll do as soon as they get back inside from outside time. The real life version of my small group. I have my planner out, a snack. Next week is weather, so I got out some of the weather stuff so I can start planning for small groups next week. And then it was letter C week, so we made these adorable cars. All right, so I still need to go through our literacy groups. It is letter C week, so I just showed you, Miss Sam made her cars, and then the second round she did a craft, and it's farm week, which is such a fun week too. The kids love learning about farm animals, and they have a lot of schema about farm animals too, so that's good. They made these adorable cows painting. Miss Sam is on a roll this week with painting. So they painted little spots and then let it dry a little bit and then glued on the parts a little bit later when they were at playtime, and it went very well. For Miss Whitney's group, she did the little cut handout from the reading from Natalie, I think her name is. I'm like the worst. It's the Science of Reading one where I'm doing in my guided group, so this just goes with it. So they just have the pictures down here. They're practicing cutting each week, which is a big kindergarten skill. And then obviously they're going over the words that do start with C and the words that do not start with C, and then practicing tracing that C. So every week we're doing this activity just with a different letter. I do know the week before fall break, we will not be doing a letter that week, so then we'll do something different in small groups, but probably more fun things for Thanksgiving and turkeys and all that. Then for her second time when she has the groups, she does like the fine motor, and there was a really cute, I printed out all the ideas. Even next week I have like a tab here for some ideas for weather, but there was a really cute direct draw for how to draw a pig. So she worked on writing the letter, but that doesn't take that long, and then they worked on a video of how to make a pig. So in this idea book, it has like a farm thing and it has different ideas, and one of them was a direct draw of an animal, and so we just used a computer, put it up, a little laptop. There's so many websites out there, and the kids follow it along, and it was really cute to see all their different drawings. And then for my group, I did 2 separate things, well 3, because my lower ones we worked on coming to the table this week, and we did excellent. We even worked on making some puzzles and talking about what was on the puzzles. And then my middle group did our letter C books. The beginning of the week, we worked on how to write the letter C, the sound that it makes, showing it with the card of how to make that sound with your mouth. We did a thumbs up, thumbs down of words that start with that letter, and a picture sort of letter C and letter N from last week, like reviewing. Then day 2, when they came to me, we actually read the book, and we have these really cool phones, whisper phones. The kids love these, very engaging. So we have them read it all together, and then they get to practice the fluency on their own with the whisper phone. Okay, and then for my higher group, we worked on Todd's rod, and it's just about this little boy Todd with a fishing rod, and he catches a cod. So just that OD ending, middle ending sound. We built some of that odd word family words using our magnetic letters on the first day. We also reviewed some rhyming on the first day. And then we read the book, and we wrote some of those words on the back after we read it. And then they get to take it home. So very easy. I'm loving the structure of my small groups. It's making planning so much easier, and it's allowing me more time to do other things, obviously. So the kids are probably coming back from lunch any minute. And then I will hopefully, when they go outside the second time, have a few minutes to just wrap up. I'm gonna show you our literacy, our social, emotional. I already talked to you about math, and probably that's it. So I'll see you soon. All right, let's wrap this up with our slides. We have a new morning song for the month of November. It's Jack Hartman, Brand New Day. Our November calendar has new images. We have our Veterans Day No School, and then our Veterans Day performance thing that we have going on at school there. And then this is when we're doing our Friendsgiving feast with the family. And then we have Great American Teach-In, so I just put a craft there. And then fall break, all the X's for no school. Somebody asked me how I do my slides and make them interactive, and they're not actually interactive. This is just like a picture, but on my board I'm able to snap a shot, kind of it freezes the board, and then I can use my pen to write on top of things. So we'll circle the number, or we'll count how many days until something, but it's not really I can't move numbers onto the calendar each day. Same with, you can't really see the pictures right here, but this is my wishing well. And last year when I did the wishing well, if a kid was absent, we would move their picture into the heart. Well, since I can't really make it interactive like that, all I can do is take a snapshot of the wishing well, and then I circle the kid who's absent, and we write the number of how many kids are absent inside of the heart, and then we wish them well. All right, let's see. So for social emotional on Monday, we always do our Daisy and Duke weekend review of who brought it in. Instead of doing our social emotional, that's just where we fit it in, so it's not too long of a morning meeting. Our brain breaks this week were all about farm, so we've got country in our body on Monday. For math, I tried to do this number rock video, but it actually didn't work. It looks like it works fine here, but it would not play. So what we did every time during that math time on the rug is we all counted to 20. Sometimes we let the girls count, sometimes we let the boys count, just practicing counting to 20. Another thing that I haven't really shared with you guys is while we're waiting to go to the bathroom, we do small group. Let me see if I can go back. We do our math small group, and then we go outside right after. So we have a couple kids that might need to go to the bathroom during that time, and we just watch our learning letter sound song every single day during that time, which I find is very helpful for kids to learn their letters and their sounds. Then on Monday for literacy, we learned what our new letter was. It was letter C, so we went over these words. Sometimes what I do is I'll just have the kids raise their hand and tell me what some of these images are, or I'll break it apart and say, carrot, and then they all have to say carrot, and then we point to which one's the carrot. All right, and then Mondays we always start with our alpha tales, letter C. We talk about how we write the letter C, what C looks like, non-examples, actual examples, and then what in the book started with C. Then we do our centers, of course, and social centers, playtime. Okay, our poem this week was Farm Animals, so we started on Monday with learning the motions. All right, so for Tuesday for social emotional, we use our puppets on our frustrated is what we were talking about today. Then another brain break was Jack Hartman Cowboy Dance. We did some patterning examples, ABC, and they helped me fill in the other ones. Same thing here, it's not interactive, but I can take a picture of this screen and then I can draw on my big smartboard with colors. So that's how we do that. Then we do our
Jack Hartman Letter C song, and our story this week was from Mayan, just all about animals on the farm, and I did a sorting activity. All right, I grabbed the sorting activity. It is here. It just has a bunch of different animals, and it literally just has a cute little picture of farm animals and then not farm animals. So we sat in a circle on the rug and we just sorted through those animals to give us some schema of what the kids know. All right, on Tuesday for our poem, we did some rhyming, which hasn't changed, but we did change our Wednesday and Thursday activities, which you'll see. Okay, social emotional Wednesday, we actually get the card out and we do the story about this little girl, how she's frustrated with tying her shoes and what she can do. Take a deep breath, ask for help, things like that. Brain break was the barnyard dance. It was pretty cute. Math time, this one is missing in the middle. So we talked about how we can go backwards on some patterns to fill in the missing color. And then it was cooking day, which we made chocolate chip cookies, delicious. Okay, so this for Wednesday, what we did is we found the letter in the poem and we talked about uppercase versus lowercase, and this week it was the first time we did this, so I circled the letters and then we counted them, and funny enough there was the same amount of uppercase as there were lowercase. The kids thought that was so cool. Okay, so Thursday we did strong feelings and it was frustrated, and we were finding the match of the little pictures that have like happy and sad and frustrated, things like that. So we just played a little game on the rug. Brain break was farm animals move and freeze. And then this time it was what was wrong, and we crossed out the one that was the mistake. Then see it, say it, sign it. And then machines on the farm, which is another Mayan book, and we just wrote down things that we learned about the machines and what they do. Thursday we did decomposing. So what we've been doing before is onset and rhyme. So I would say arm. Well, this time I said the word farm and we all worked on breaking that word apart into sound. Then finally Friday for social emotional, we read The Frustrated Ninja. I don't actually have this book, so it was a YouTube book and it wasn't that great. They weren't really that into it just because it's YouTube. They do much better with me reading the book or on Mayan. Then Old MacDonald for a brain break, and we did our pattern book, which I showed you earlier. We did our ABC Mouse song, and then show and share. And on Friday we did our craft, which I will show you now. Super easy. We are loving this machine of amazing cutouts. I mean, look how detailed these are. So as you see, chicken or cows and pigs and horses, we just did those three. We didn't do all of them, and they just glue it on. We read it again, and we add the little craft. Woo! Okay, I think that's everything. So I hope you liked it. I know it was kind of fast on a Friday, as per usual, but we do what we do here, you know. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget that thumbs up, that subscribe button, and that notification bell. I will see what I can do about a Tuesday talk. It might be another week. If you have ideas, of course, put them down below so that I can have things that you guys want to see videos on and I can make it worth it. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.